Coming back down to Bay Creek, we have had empty property. The Bancroft area has sat empty or vacant, deteriorating eyesore since it closed in 2004. What are your thoughts on how to redevelop that area or that site?
Well, you know, actually, I've had a lot of people ask me what should be done with that old building. Just to let you know, I bought an old creamery down in Oregon, downtown Oregon. Blew up 25 years ago, made national news. It's kind of like my fort. It's an 125-year-old building, beautiful old smokestack on it. And what I did is I bought it. It was abandoned property. I bought it and remodeled it and expanded it out and split it up into rental units for small businesses. There's a flooring company in there. I park my trucks there and I have my secretary there. And on the end they have a cleaning business and detail shop. And the thing is that I look at the Bancroft Dairy building, you put people to work. You know, if we provided, you know, to tear it down and make housing and stuff like that, I mean, I understand that concept. But, boy, you know, put people to work, give people a purpose, that'd be great. If we can have like the building for small businesses, startup businesses, provide jobs, and give them forgiveness on the rent for a while until they got up and running, or based on how many people they employed. You know, it's the ultimate way of recycling. We have a beautiful old industrial building. I mean, that's how I see it. I like them old buildings. Ultimate recycling project. We take this beautiful old building and we split it up into units. It wouldn't cost a whole lot. And new business, startup businesses, they can use this as kind of like a seed type of thing. And I know some friends of mine that need work. They've been unemployed for, you know, tradesmen have been unemployed for almost 2 years now. And you know, they're looking for anything. And if you gave them an opportunity like that to go work for even minimum wage, they do it. You know, especially in a small company where they thought maybe there was a way for them to build up, grow with the company. And that's how I kind of see. I would like to see that old building utilized, split up into rental units, and the rent based upon how many people they employed and what their ideas are. You know, because like I said, tearing it down just costs money, and we can recycle the building and put people to work.
You could remake it, and 10 years from now, I guarantee you, people are going to say, "Oh, that's the old Bancroft Dairy place." You know, that's the site of a great shop. It's the site of a great apartment. It's on one of the busiest intersections in Madison, and really, it's a destination place. And I don't think that the people of Madison really want to see their old buildings teared down. I think they want to see instead that we use the existing structures that we have, the old Bancroft Dairy place, the old building on Vilas, the old building on Regent Street. I think they want to see those develop into something that makes them grow and progress, rather than just redoing the whole thing and putting up something new and frankly boring.
Well, I've had conversations with people about this. One of the things that's happening is, as you probably know, or many of you may know, the parking lot on the other side of Fish Hatchery Road that belonged to the dairy is proposed to be developed into, well, they call it workforce housing, but it'll be mixed. As you know, some of the units are subsidized and some are not. It was they had originally thought of it for senior housing, but I guess that didn't go through. Now the proposal is for this workforce housing, which is some subsidized, some not. Last I heard, they are waiting to hear from the state, and God knows what the state might say these days. But anyway, if that happens, then they can start a TIF. And it's like, the TIF will include the whole triangle area and will sort of make it more saleable to other developers. So that's an important step, and with luck will happen soon. The other thing is that I actually met the owners of the Clark Street Partners, or two of the guys. I don't know who they are, you know, I think there's more than two, but I met these two guys, and they seem like very sharp, ambitious guys who are experienced and they have some good ideas for what can happen there. One idea is to get the Dean Clinic, which is behind there, to sort of expand up into that area. I think they've talked to some other people, and to follow the Wing Rebuild plan, which is knock down the building. Which I mean, no offense, I agree with keeping old buildings in many instances. I don't think that this one has a lot of architectural significance. Anyway, I think that we need to trust them for a while longer until the market comes around and makes things happen.
It's I've read all the plans and talked to a lot of people about it. It's funny that this is the first time I've heard and thought about preserving the building, and I'm trying to mentally picture the building, and my feeling is that parts of it are actually probably really architecturally nice and parts of it are not worth preserving at all. But all the plans out there are for demolishing the building and putting something else up there. And those plans have been out there since actually before the dairy closed, and during boom and bust economic times, nothing has happened there, which makes me worried that nothing's going to happen in the near future. I think that, whatever goes there, I kind of like the mixed retail conference center proposal. I think that has some great potential to bring jobs to the area, as well as amenities that the neighborhood can use. Out of all the proposals, I think that that's the one that fits best. Whatever proposal is pushed forward, I think that this is an example of a thing where this is a great potential. It's at a very busy intersection, close to two hospitals, close to campus, close to downtown, in a nice neighborhood, and it's stalled. It's stalled, and meanwhile, the city is putting time, energy, and money into other things. I think this is a place where the resources have to go towards, the priorities have to be towards making things happen, towards marketing the process, the property. The development resources have to be pushed in a different direction. Now, I want to add one other thing, is that Sue alluded to TIFs. A good TIF pays off, but TIFs are a risk, TIFs are an investment, and for the duration of tax incremental funding, that property does not contribute to the general property revenues, which means that for that duration, all our property taxes have to make up that difference. So we have to be careful with this. TIFs is a great economic investment tool, but we have to be careful what we TIF and what we don't.